Mic check. Mic. Okay, awesome. So, what we'll be doing today is first, oh shit, I'm recording. We're going to be making this. That. Show you guys how to make a really cool, like, magical floaty circle. You know, from scratch. Alright. So, first things first, I already imported these picture files from Photoshop. This actually stole from somebody. Copyright to whoever owns this, because they did a really good job. And so you guys don't think I'm cheating, let's just delete everything. Delete everything. Okay. So now when I play and I try to do anything, you know, nothing really fucking comes out. So first things first, we're going to be creating something called the material. This is stuff you can apply to objects within the game world, to change the appearance of it. For example, this material is called cube material for you guys that can't see. But if I want to change it to, like, let's do cut stone, it'll update very slowly because my processor is not the best. There we go. So let's create a new material. And let's call it Magic Circle. And a little P at the end too, or M, so I know it's a material when I go to select it for its uses. And we're going to get this a really basic ball. Nothing special going on. But what we're going to be doing, since it's kind of translucent, we don't want it to be solid like this. We're going to be changing its blend mode to translucent, and the shading model's unlit. That way it doesn't have any shadows, nothing going on. We're just going to drag and drop the really cool one first, because, you know, it's just a freaking circle. We don't want any of that. And eventually we're going to make this into a particle system, so particle color is what we want. Okay. For the purposes of colors, it's going to be a whole other lecture on how this works, because it's overly complicated. But what we're going to do is multiply these values together. We're going to get the full set of the colors for the particle colors and multiply it against all the colors of the magic circle. And we're going to put that into the emissive color. That's what's going to radiate. And we're going to get the alpha of the particle color with what should be the alpha of the circle, but because it's black and white, we could do all of it. And we're going to put that into the opacity. For that to load. Might not. It's not going. Did it stop streaming at any point? Huh. So yeah, now we got the see-through ball, but we don't want it to be a ball. Rather, we want to see what it looks like when it's flat. So that would be this. Nice flat surface, let it update, and here we are. Nice and see-through. Well, you can't see it from the other side, but it works. Okay, so we're going to save that. Close that. Now what we're going to do is create that particle system I was talking about that makes it really shiny. So magic circle P for particle system. So for now we have these little sprites. We're not going to use those obviously. So in required, we're going to change the material for the emitter to the material we just made. Right here, magic circle. And can you do anything? No? Doesn't want to do anything? It's still blind. Come on. There we go. Seriously? Yeah, that's my mom calling. Oh well, she can wait. So we're not going to want this. We're not going to want a little bunch of smoky rings floating around our screen. So, first things first, we are going to change the emitter duration to 0. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, emitter duration to 0, and spawn, we're going to go to the constant, change that to 0. Change the duration to 1. For lifetime, we want it to be permanent. So the minimum and maximum of its lifetime changes to 0, so it's permanent, and it's probably really small. So let's change these to 300. Don't need a velocity because that's probably where it went. It's flying infinitely up. So let's delete the velocity and lock its axis. So orientation, lock axis to the z-axis. We don't want it. Oh, come on. Where are you? I lost it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to fill out the rest of this information and hopefully find it eventually. No? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. What am I missing? I'm missing something. That's weird. Okay. Let's just start from scratch one more time. And this new update to Unreal Engine, I gotta get used to it. A lot of the stuff is kind of like tweaking, I guess we could call it. So, okay, we got in its face. That's where it spawns. So let's do no life. Spawn 1. See, this kind of goes on forever because it has no lifetime. Now we can do no initial velocity. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. In particle burst, we are going to change the count to 1 because we eventually want to just stay by itself. And we're going to make it nice and big again. There we go. That's what I was looking for. But now the problem is as I float through it and around it, it kind of follows me. So the whole point of locking the axis, or locking its orientation, is so it is flat. I know it's really hard to see through the stream, but Unreal Engine gives you the axes. X and Y are both floor planes, and the Z is up and down. For the people that don't know three-dimensional axes, so we lock it on Z, so it's just flat on the floor whenever it comes up. Okay, and we're gonna give it a little rotation. So rotation. Come on. Oh, seriously? That's what it is. Mid duration? No? Delaying. What is life? What is this? Thank God. Okay. I think change this back to 1. No? Alright. Anyway. So, rotating, let's do 1. No? Oh, it's an initial rotation. Not what I wanted. Rotation rate. There we go. That is way too fast. 0.1. There we go. Awesome. Now color over life. It sounds kind of weird because this is permanent, so its life extends forever. So it's the color. It's the color of whatever we're looking at. We're going to change it away from white. Let's do nice and golden. Like that cool goldish yellow color. Orange. That looks awesome. Okay. So we are good to go with the ring. So if we put the particle down, drag it into the game world, there it is. Walk over it, stand in it. But that would be cool for decoration, but we want this in the end to be something. Also, something really cool happens if I drop it on like a box. Oh, gotta end. There we go. Drop it on a box. Oh, nope, it's a particle. Never mind. Can't do that. So let's delete the particle. And let us add something else. No, don't worry, my mom will not call again. Let's make this a little bit more complex and add another material to it. Let's call it just ring material. And we're going to do the same thing we did before. It's going to be a translucent unlit material. This time I'm going to drop this ring texture into it. So one more time, particle color, because eventually this will go into a particle system. We're going to multiply both color parameters together into emissive and the alpha, what should be alpha, but we could do color anyway because it's black and white, into opacity. So now, as soon as it loads, we got this cool little squiggly. It's like kind of really, really hard to see, actually. But if we do flat, where are you? Come on. No? No? Okay. It doesn't really want to. Does it? Oh, we got it. There it is. Here we go. Really hard to see. But there it is. I don't like this new graphical update, but whatever. And you gotta roll with what they give you. Can't see it from the other side, which is what bothers me. But anyway, it works. It's see-through. You just have that white outline. Good to go. So let's go back to our particle system and new particle sprite emitter. So on top of our there we go, our ring, spinning ring, let's do a regular ring, which we just made. Put that on top. Again, we're not going to want it to float off, so velocity is off. We're going to set its orientation and lock the axis to the z-axis. We're going to spawn, going to just match up everything that I had from before. What did I put here? Acquired. Oh, emitter duration. Okay. So initial size, it's really tiny right now. So let's put it, it was 300 across on the spinning ring. Let's make it 600. And the color over life, let's match what it was before. Okay, something's wrong. Where is it? Oh, that's what it is. I didn't put it to life, kind of. This whole burst thing is how the particles generate in the space that you're giving it, and it takes the information from initial size. So that's what it was. I didn't put it to spawn. So there we go. Now we have this cool ring in ring spinning disky thing going on. So let's put that shit out. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, that looks cool. Props to whoever made this little pentagram art thingy. Thank you for letting me steal it, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to see the implementation. So no more static, stupid little circly thing. Let's do, for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to do it on, as like a level thing. The entire map, this entire program will read this data. So it's called the level blueprint. So everything that functions within this level will be able to access this information. So in reality, we're not going to do it this way, but for demonstration purposes, let's do, whenever I hit the 1 key, no, not small. Whenever I hit the 1 key, what we're going to do, nope, not event, begin play. I want that to spawn. So it's a particle, so spawn particle systems right here. Spawn emitter at location. The emitter we're going to put is actually that very first one, so the magic circle. But we need to fill in all of this information. We need to get its location, its rotation, the scale. All of these can be edited through other functions, but for the purposes of demonstration, let's do it, let's spawn it underneath where my little green indicator is. Not underneath my character. Let's do it like I'm casting a spell. It's, oh hey, I want to put it underneath this group of zombies. Okay? So what we're going to need to do is get the location of that, of the arrows. So Let's do cast to my character. And casting to my character, this allows this programming to get the information from whatever my character is, whatever parameters I give to my character. So if I needed to get like how much life does he have left, or how much mana does he have left, I can do it through casting. And the object is the pawn. So get player pawn. Pawn is what I'm controlling, like the physical state. Like that is the pawn. This whole thing is the pawn. Where was I? And I know it's a lot. It's a lot going on, but all in due time. So let's promote u to a variable. And u let's rename u to my character reference. There we go. So when the game starts, event begin play, it gets the information from the character that I control, sets everything to this reference. So now from here, let's get mouse. Can I? Let's mouse. Mouse input. No, don't want that. So mouse. Can I get mouse? No, I cannot. Okay. Let's see. What is it called? It has its own information. Here we go. Okay. So let's get world. I want to get the transform. Oh, of my character. Duh. That's why. Let's see. Here we go. Not add local. Cursor to world. Let's look at that. Cursor. There we go. Get cursor to world. And this is the information of my cursor within the game world. And here I can get transform. Get world transform. I want the world location. Oh, wow. That was a mission. This little pin, since I can't connect it directly, I'm going to go ahead and split it so that I can get the location, rotation, and the scale. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to connect it all directly. And we're going to see why that's a bad idea. So that way, at the location of my cursor in the world, it will spawn the magic circle. So let's see what happens. Boop. Oh no, it's all like glitchy. Yeah, that's why we don't just connect stuff. What that's called is it's Z fighting. So on the Z-axis, which is up and down, the particle emitter is fighting for visibility with the floor because it matches the exact Z value of the floor. So they're fighting on the Z plane for dominance of who's going to be seen. So the way we fix that, the easy way to fix that, is to unpin location. Let's move you way over here. And break it so we can get the X, Y, and Z values. So let's, from here, let's make, yeah, there we go, make a vector. So we know the X and the Y are okay because it's the Z value that's messed up. So what we're going to do is bring it up a little bit so that they're not fighting and this particle system has like priority over the floor because it's above it. We can see it, not below because it's going to be hiding. It'll be underground. So we are going in the positive direction of the Z-axis. So we're going to add a float These are all float values, so we're just going to add 1 to its value, repin it. It's going to get this vector information and put it into the location. So it's exactly the same, only the z value is increased by 1. And let's see what happens. Yay! Nice clean little circle. But now you can't really destroy it. It's just going to sit there forever, and I can make as many as I want. You know, that actually looks really cool. Once again, props to whoever made this. This is freaking awesome. Let's find a way to destroy it. So the 1 key creates it. Let's just make the 2 key to destroy it. Let's not get fancy. And when it's pressed, let's destroy this thing. Destroy component. But we don't want it to execute off of its creation. It'll just be created and destroyed. So on the 2 key, it'll destroy the component that we made, which is the particle system. Okay, let's try that. And 2, boom, gone. But we still got a problem. It only deletes the most recent one created. So there's 2 ways of fixing this. One is really complicated. We even got errors because I'm not able to erase all of them, even though there's a command trying to erase them. There's 2 ways of doing this. One is really complicated. The other one's really simple. Let's do the simple. So from here, we're going to do something called a do once. Okay. So when 1 is pressed, it's going to launch this sequence, whatever is attached, only once. And there's a way to reset it. Okay. So, whoops, didn't need to compile. So when I hit 1, it only does it once, no matter how hard I try. And it'll delete it when I hit 2. But now there's a problem. I can't spawn anymore if I press 1. So we got to reset it. There's a little pin right here for reset. So when 2 is pressed, it destroys the component. So when the component is destroyed, let's reset the do once. Why not? So we can make more than 1 at a time. So we can't make more than 1 at a time, but we can create multiple as long as they're all destroyed. So I'm pressing 1, nothing's happening. Hit 2, boom. All right, but that's not real game mechanics. Let's make this a little bit fancier. What should we do? Well, we know we're not going to destroy this by pressing a key. Something's going to happen. Something's got to happen. Let's say somebody walks over it and it's like a trap kind of deal. So it needs to recognize when something crosses into it. Okay. So that complicates things a little. Let's try to work that out. The only way I'm aware of doing this is making an actor, calling this, let's call it magic. Oh, let's not do it with the character blueprints. Let's go back to our materials. Let's do it here. So we're just going to call it bomb. And within the material, or within the actor, we just kind of have like this default blob. So let's add components. Let's do, add a particle system. What a coincidence. And we're going to make the particle system the root. It's going to be the center. Particle system we want is magic circle. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we want this. And within the particle system, let's add a capsule. No, not a capsule. Collision. I want sphere collision. I'm sorry. So let's just call it collision. And okay, it's already linked to the particle system. But check out how small it is. Let's make it nice and big. See? We want it just in line with the edge of the ring itself, just for mechanical purposes. So it is now encapsulated by this collision. But what do we want to happen? Okay. First, we're no longer spawning an emitter. We're spawning an actor, because we just created an actor. So, we're going to spawn actor. Yeah, spawn actor from class. Awesome. Boom. The class we're going to spawn is the bomb, which is right here. We just made it. The transform is the same as the the vector we made for location. So boop. The engine already translates it from a vector to a transform. Cool. It'll do that once. So let's get a reference to that bomb. I want to do that. Idea. Usually, Unreal Engine 4 is really good about picking up what you're clicking. So with this selected, create a reference. Here we go. Create a reference to bomb. There we go. From persistent level. What happens if I delete it? Is reference. Okay, not what I want. Nope, wrong. Delete that. What I wanted. Open level. There we go. Why did this close? What I want. Bomb object reference. Okay, perfect. So this return is a reference to the object that is the bomb. So let's rename it to bomb reference. Cool. So with this bomb reference, we want to get the reference, and let's do the collision. What can we do with collision? So get collision, here we go. Get collision, and what can we do with this? Can we do overlap? Overlap is get overlapping actors. Okay. That's good. So it's going to get all the actors. Don't really want to filter right now because we're the only thing that's going to interact with it. No. Don't want that. Overlap. It has to be... Okay. Huh. That's weird. It used to work this. Oh, that's what it is. So for the collision, let's do on component begin overlap. No? No? Okay. So guess we can't do this here. Would have to be inside of this. Inside of its blueprint. Awesome. Okay. So on component begin overlap, let's destroy actor. Let's do it within the blueprint of the bomb itself. So when something overlaps it, let's destroy. Destroy actor, whole thing. It's going to target itself. We don't really need to put anything because we want the particle system itself to be destroyed. We want this to disappear because it's like a bomb thing. So destroy actor. We don't have to put on, oh, where'd it go? What was it, on end overlap, because it'll, once it's destroyed, there's no overlap. You know, the whole thing is destroyed. So don't need to worry about that. Destroy the actor. So that means if I go back to the, there we go, the level blueprint, we spawn the actor. Okay. And then, I wouldn't be able to reset it. So for simplicity's sake, again, we're not doing most of this in reality. So this is a very inaccurate representation of what its true implementation is. But anyway, we'll just spawn it and then walk into it so there's no problems. Let's see if it works. Way over here. So theoretically, if I walk into it, doop, gone. Awesome. Gone. So let's spawn. Can I? Does it not go? There we go. No? Oh, there we go. So let's do multiple. Can we? Yeah. I walk over. Yep, awesome. Cool, it works. Kind of weird that I can't spawn them like how quickly I used to. Probably because there's like a delay in trying to create them. But I can still move between them, and I can actually get pretty. Oh no, that's too close. I can get pretty close without activating our trap. Awesome. So, what else can we do? Well, it's a bomb, so let's spawn actor. Can I spawn actor from class? Oh yeah. Let's get, can I get an explosion? No? No. Okay, so let's do spawn emitter at location. So let's get world location, split it again. Oh, oops, not what I wanted. Get location, get world location, rotation, scale. Okay, perfect. Don't auto destroy. The emitter we want is Unreal Engine already comes with like an explosion particle system. So we'll let it explode. And let's see if we find any problems with this. So when I walk over it, it should spawn that explosion, and it didn't. Why? That's a problem. Okay. Question is pending kill. Oh, that's why, because we're destroying the whole thing. So let's not destroy the entire thing. Let's destroy the actor only after the explosion. So we will destroy the particle system. Okay. We'll just destroy the particle system. Destroy component, that's what it is. So that way we don't see it. It'll spawn the explosion. You know what? This might happen a little too quickly. Let's put a delay of like 1/10 of a second. Actually, that's pretty short. 4/10 of a second. To then destroy the actor. Let's see what happens with this. Awesome. That was awesome. Oh, okay. So that's what's happening. So now we have competing graphics. That's interesting. Or particle systems. See, generate the explosion, but if I hit 1 too quickly, it'll start spawning explosions because I'm still standing in the capsule, or in the collision. So, yeah, error, boom. So we gotta destroy actor. We will destroy. Oh my god. Don't call. Anyway. We'll just destroy component again, and we'll destroy the collision this time. So that way, we don't get screwed up. Let's see if this works. Oh. What? So if I hit 1 again, it'll just start spawning explosions. Awesome. That's freaking cool. Okay. But will it work? No, it will not. I'm still Why? But I fixed you. Let's see if toggle visibility, boom. That's what we want. Here we go. Let's toggle the particle system's visibility. And then destroy the actor. Okay, no. So destroy component, which is this emitter. I'm destroying that as well. Let's see it. Let's see. Okay. Boom. Destroyed. Oh, seriously? Why? Here we go. Try to watch the stuff that's generated. Deleted actor. Oh, okay. Can't spawn it on myself because it'll just get deleted. Why? Why is this? Probably because it's just really, really poor implementation. I would never do this in real life. Okay, so it's gonna spawn the bomb. Spawn. When something overlaps it, we're gonna toggle visibility on the particle system. It's gonna turn it off. It's gonna get the location of the collision. It's gonna spawn it. It's gonna spawn the explosion. You're gonna delay and then destroy. Can I get a reference? No. It's gonna destroy the actor, which is the bomb. It's gonna destroy the whole thing. So do I even need destroy component? Okay. Everything looks good. Good here. Hmm. That's so strange. Oh. Okay. Okay, now it's working. Huh. I don't have to move, but if I stand in it, it creates a problem. Also, I made this earlier. If you get too close, it turns black. Hmm. Let's do... Actually, that would be really bad. I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh. Okay. Nope. Yeah, I can. Can I? No. Never mind. It doesn't recognize the boxes. So anyway, there you have it. That's a fancy little bomb rune circle for y'all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and contact me personally, and I will see you guys next time. Later.